Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is November the 16th, 2020. Don't be an algorithm slave. This is where the big boys play. It's not a stay safe zone here. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. Your home for Bitcoin insider information, crypto dividend insider information coming up to you real soon. Don't scam yourself. Offended by selling, don't FOMO on alts. We're one day closer to an all-time high. Hello, my elite friends. Be sure you check out the main channel, the Bitcoin Meister channel, the Beyond Bitcoin show in full, without a break. It's there. Please watch it. That's how you can support the show. The Bitcoin Meister channel is back. My 1 week strike is over with. I didn't go on strike. The algorithm gave me a strike, and I couldn't upload there. But hey, I'm putting this on the backup channel first for all you loyal non-algorithm slaves out there that know where to find me on Twitter. I'm giving you guys this insider information first before the guys at the regular channel, just as a thank you. But a way you can support the channel without the super chat, without the donations, is just watch the Beyond Bitcoin show. That is on the main channel. It's got the pretty girl in the GIF in the thumbnail with me. Upvote it, spread the word about it, or just pound that like button for it. Okay, that's a free way of support. Tonight, if you have questions, I have answers. Just get my attention in the chat somehow, and of course, retweet this. All you do is watching this live, retweet. I just put in the chat. Click on that and retweet it. All right, we got some crazy lighting here today, don't we? Yes, I'm doing a late show here in the great state of Utah. And if you're watching this on my main channel, it's all new information to you. It might be daytime and you're watching this, but whatever, man. You can play it at 2x. That's how you're efficient, okay? Now, and again, watch that because the main channel is back. Watch the first show that made the comeback, the Beyond Bitcoin show. All right. Lots of crypto dividend news today. I got you insider information for you loyal people sub to this backup channel, okay? So subscribe to the backup channel, people. You never know when you're going to get insider information there. I'm just going to feel like giving people inside information there like as a test to see if they actually pay attention and aren't algorithm slaves. So if you're watching this from the main channel, make sure you subscribe to the backup channel, which is linked to below. And if you can't find it, then you're just like an 80%er. I mean, it's clearly listed below. You've got reading comprehension problems, or you're just too impulsive. I mean, if you haven't figured it out by now. All right. So let's talk about how to get a job in the Bitcoin space, okay? I'm trying to make this show evergreen. This will be evergreen. This will be good for a long time, the information that I'm about to give to you. First of all, in the Bitcoin space, in the cryptocurrency space, it's not like it's 2001 or 2007 and you have to go to some formal interview and wear a tie, okay? I don't think are there any formal interviews in the Bitcoin space, in the cryptocurrency space? This is something anyone could do, what I'm about to recommend to you. Anyone can do this. You go to those horrible sites like CoinDesk, Cointelegraph. Well, they're not horrible, but they are always pumping out mainstream cryptocurrency news. You just pick a company that they're talking about. They're talking about the companies that they're talking about probably paid to have the stories written about them, but the companies that are being written about, they've got some extra money. They're in the news. They made the news for some reason. So here's an example. You go over to CoinDesk, you see Galaxy Digital is in the news. Galaxy Digital, two acquisitions, they acquired two companies. I don't care what Galaxy Digital did, okay? I'm just picking a random story. You can do this too, and you could do this over and over again. It could be on the other one too, decrypt.co, which is actually better than the other two. You pick a company, all right? And then you go, I did this for this example, Galaxy. You look who works there. You find out, what are you a marketing type of person? Well, then you contact someone that's in marketing or someone that's like that. You figure out their email address. I figured out their email addresses. Lindsay.Tragler at galaxydigital.io, Marc.Zeitouni at galaxydigital.io. People used to pay me money to do that, by the way, at contactmeister.com. That's what kind of entrepreneur I am. That's how I started working for myself, just finding email addresses of people at companies. Yes, I made money off that. And I bought a house because of that. And then from the house, I bought Bitcoin because of that. And now, well, you know the rest of the story. And I've worked for myself for that long period of time. But going back, you could do the same contactmeister.com type of thing for yourself. You just find out who's in the freaking news. You find out who freaking works there. You find their email address. It's better to find out their email address than send them a DM on Twitter. You could do that too, okay? And then you make your pitch. Okay? Because you know they're hiring people. The simplest thing you can do is like, hey, dude, I can manage your regular social media, and I can book you personally on podcasts and on YouTube channels, and I can add to your social media stable by putting you on all the alternative social media like Parler. By the way, dude, hashtag crypto Parler, like BitChute. Like there's some of these people, they're only on Twitter, or they're not even on it at all. Their company's not even on Twitter. Well, they're probably on Twitter, but they're not on these alternative ones. You being the go-getter, you say you can do all this for them. You'll be their social media manager. If you know a language, an extra language, you can. I'll translate everything for you into Spanish or whatever language you might know, and that might just be your gimmick to get in. Your intro email might be like, hey, I see I speak Portuguese, and I see none of your content's in Portuguese. I can put everything in Portuguese. I can start a whole Portuguese social media brand for you where I manage the whole thing. Just here, let's work on a deal right here. Well, then you're already in, and you can say I can just manage your regular social media and put you on the alternative social media, okay? But I think you guys get the gist of this. You can expand upon all the things that you can do to these people that are just a little bit outside the box. What are they missing right now? What are these companies? Now, Galaxy Digital is probably they're not a small company or anything, so they might have some of these. They might already have a social media manager or something like that. But it's worth a shot. Like they might not be getting on a podcast. And dude, it's real. I can tell you how to be a podcast booker. Okay, you say you're a podcast booker. And then you just contact people like me and say, hey, Adam, do you want this Bitcoin guy on your show? And most likely, if it's really a Bitcoin guy, I'll say, yeah, and I'll put him on the show, and then they'll be happy that you booked for them. But there's so many people inside these companies who are smart people who could go on shows, and you could just be their personal booker or whatever. Hey, man, the sky is the limit. Think outside the box when you're doing something like this. But I mean, I just gave you, information. You can contact those people at Galaxy Digital, give them your own pitch. But again, get companies that are in the news, all right? Because they probably most likely, and in the positive news, because they may be paying for that news, and they've got some money flowing, no doubt, if they're in the positive news. And also, I mean, if it's a foreign company that maybe they don't speak English very well, you do the reverse. You speak English very well. You say, you guys, your social media sucks. I will be your English social media person. I will be your English contact into the dominant English-speaking Bitcoin world that you are clearly not in right now. Because a lot of the time these articles are they're clickbait, and they'll talk about some company in a foreign country, and they'll know nothing about that company at all, but they're just mentioning it because, yeah, let's mention a company in Romania because it's clickbait, because it's a random country and people get excited by that. But you take advantage of that. You contact a Romanian company and say, hey, you guys don't speak English very well. I will be your guy. I will be your marketing guy. Now, I just gave all marketing examples there, but again, extrapolate it, put it on. If you're a technical guy, you get the gist. Now, one other thing about the foreign language speakers. If you are a foreign language speaker, you do have an advantage over us just guys who just know English. I mean, I know Spanish a little bit, but I couldn't translate or anything like that. Contact every single English-speaking company in cryptocurrency that you can and offer to create, let's say you speak a Swedish language social media accounts for them, and to do all the Swedish translations for them and all the Swedish press releases for them, and that you will be able to send their press releases to all sorts of Swedish outlets that they have no way of getting in touch with. There you go. You use your advantage, okay? And you will just manage the Swedish version of all their numerous social media accounts, which you will create for them. And that someone will be up for it. And maybe multiple companies will be up for it. You just don't have to work. These type of jobs that I'm proposing, you just don't have to work for one company. You can work for multiple companies. You're just an outside consultant that does this. I mean, you pick and choose. Or if you just want to work for one company and move up within that company, then yeah, move up with, do that. I mean, be in motion, be productive. That's what I'm trying to give to you. A lot of people complain, a lot of people hate, a lot of people want to destroy things in the crypto space. I'm telling you how to be productive and how to just expand. So pound that freaking like button. And so here is, and please use that on Parler right now. I am Bitcoin Meister. Go follow me there. Use the Crypto Parler hashtag. Craig is using it, I know, and his lady Brianna is using it. So Craig Ship and Brianna, they're using it. So you guys, other people are using it also. The Crypto Parler hashtag on Parler. All right, I'm just seeing if there are any other. No, there's people are talking in the chat. Keep on pounding that like button, and if you're watching this tape, play it at 2x and retweet it. That's how you support this show. You do all the social media things I was just telling you about. Translate Adam's show into Portuguese. No, just simply retweet my. Follow me at TechBalt, TECHBALT. We'll talk about listening comprehension, or maybe we won't. Maybe I'll save that for another show. Now, so we talked about all right, so MetaMask. Do you guys know how to use MetaMask? Have you used MetaMask for that Hex crypto dividend? Okay, let's say you claim the Hex crypto dividend. God willing, you do not buy that thing, all right? God willing, you did not stake your the 10% free that you got, and you already dumped that 10% at 100 Satoshis, okay? But it's a crypto dividend. We Bitcoin holders know how to get crypto dividends on this channel, on the backup channel, on the Bitcoin Meister channel, because we value our wealth in Bitcoin. We like to get interest on our Bitcoin through airdrops and forks, which are crypto dividends, obviously. And we, so some people, they were hating on Hex. Sure, the guy behind Hex, I'm not a big fan of that dude's, but I got his Hex for free. Well, for some odd reason, there's a dude out there that thought it would be cool to create like a wannabe Hex called Axion. Now, I don't know what Axion Network does. I don't care what Axion Network does, okay? Someone told me about it. A fan sent me information, so thank you for sending me that information, person who watches this show. I appreciate it. Although you did say you staked your Hex instead of turning it into Bitcoin. Again, we got a 90% stake automatically, all right? And you can do what you want to do, dude. I do appreciate the information, but I am offended by staking your Hex. That's a new saying. Pound that like button. Well, our friends over here at this whatever it's called, Axion, they are, and I linked to the site below, stake.axion.network/claim. If you are on MetaMask, and if you know what you're freaking doing, you'll automatically connect to this stake site, and they will know how much Hex that you are entitled to eventually. Okay, so let's say you got your whatever it is, 10,000 Hex. Okay, but you were entitled to 100,000, and you're going to get 90,000 on Thanksgiving Day. All right. Well, these guys at Axion know that you're entitled to 100,000. So if you unfortunately sign up with this site, this Axion, no, they're not going to give you your 100,000 Axion right away. In fact, they're going to give you none of your Axion right away. They're going to make you stake your 100,000 Axion for 350 days. Now, there's no way around it. Don't buy the freaking thing. I am only recommending this to people who know what they're doing with Ethereum and MetaMask, okay? And who obviously have gone through the process with Hex. All right, because the MetaMask is messed up. It is not, or Ethereum is messed up. Something is messed up over there when you try to do this, and the fee to do this is way too high. It's like $100 or something like that, and you have to know how to alter the gas fee, okay, and the other gas thing, which I know how to. I actually talked to Rocky about it. I mean, you guys can ask Rocky about it. Well, I don't want to. You can you can consult with Rocky. He has a service you could pay for. I'm sure he could help you on. But I'm putting this out there because you do not want to mess up and claim this Axion and end up spending $120 on the claim, because in the end of the day, in 350 days, it might only be worth like $5. But if you correctly pay for the contract through Ethereum for whatever it is, $3, which it shouldn't be $100. then yeah, I guess it's worth. You'll see what it's worth over 350 days, and so that's your. It is a. It's not a crypto dividend of Bitcoin, but it is a crypto dividend that Bitcoin holders who signed up for the Hex crypto dividend get. All right. So in a sense, okay, I'm not going to get into the what is and what isn't an official crypto dividend. You guys get it for free, all right? If you know how to hold your Bitcoin correctly, pound that like button, and so yeah, we'll see in 350 days. So another crypto dividend that some of us got was the Bprivate one. And some of it, all right. Bprivate was really gnarly. It ended up that's a nice way of putting it. And many people just think it's dead right now. It went through the worst of the worst. Okay, now they're basically doing a resurrection coin over there. They are just starting a new chain, calling it Bprivate. And if you had Bprivate before, and I think I mentioned this a long time ago, but it's actually getting closer to happening now. So if you had if you still had Bprivate before they took the snapshot in March, I don't even know what it is. You're going to be entitled to the new Bprivate, and you might get a 2-to-1. Okay, so here it is. Someone explain. I linked to the Bprivate progress site. If you really care about this, you can check it out. What's it say here? Yeah, so they're starting a new chain. This will yield around 4.5 million coins. The plan is to start a fresh chain from block 0. Discussions about block rewards and halving schedules are ongoing. They still want a max of 21 million. Some want to return to the 12.5 rate, which is nonsense in my opinion. If we block reward rate, if we stay with 21 million, I'm in favor of giving holders a 2-to-1 drop, or maybe 2.51. So here's the deal, dudes. It's quite possible, and this is a big if you got the Bprivate crypto dividend, if you never dumped the Bprivate crypto dividend, and I think if you still have it at the same place that you had it before March, you might end up with twice or 2.5 the amount of Bprivate that you thought you had and was worthless, and now might be a little bit more than worthless. Or, hey, these guys might market the living heck out of it. And what you got for free might go up in value, and you might have 2.5 or 2 times more of it. The point is, it's very interesting they're doing this resurrection coin type of thing. I don't know if something like this has ever really happened before. I mean, I don't really follow. But hey, they're competing. They're not complaining. They're creating. And they're not just letting something die. They're moving on. It is a resurrection of sorts, and maybe we'll see this in other ways of crypto dividends or other coins that have just gone haywire, and they're just going to be like, hey, we're just starting the whole chain again, and we're rewarding the people who held on. Why not? Okay. So talk about is linked below. So yeah, Bcash fork. It went exactly like I said it was. Bcash is worth $250. The fork, we can call it Bcash ABC, is worth $11. So it's not a major threat. It's just basically a crypto dividend for Bcash holders. And it's linked to below the CoinMarketCap site, where you can check the price of Bcash ABC, and you can see where I guess you can sell it. There's a few places listed there. I doubt any of you have it. I think one of the ways you could have gotten it is if you would have had it at an exchange, they would have credited you with this Bcash ABC. Okay, I'm not even going to get into it. I don't want people to overcomplicate matters. Hey, so every Saturday night now, we're going to have the Bitcoin Noise Show. It's linked to below. Saturday's show was awesome. If you're watching this on my main channel, eventually, I'm going to have it posted over there too. And we talked about Max Keiser. So Max Keiser's name is in the title of it, if you're watching this on the main channel and are looking for it. But it's linked to below anyway, if you're watching this on the backup channel right now. I know it sounds complex, finding stuff on the backup and the main channel. It's simplistic, dudes. And if you can't do it, you're like a 2-year-old kid. Pound that like button. Seriously. I mean, you go and you just look at all the videos, you see the titles, you click on it. I mean, some people can't do that because most people are algorithm slaves and just want YouTube to feed what you're going to see next. YouTube probably does not want you making your own decisions. During my run today, I was thinking about that. They probably would rather you not understand what I just said, not know how to find videos on your own, like not use their search engine. They probably figured it out. They created the algorithm in a way that they know if you just keep on watching what they tell you to watch, you will stay on the site longer than if you actually use your head and decide, oh, I want to go to Adam's site, or yeah, I want to go to Benny's site. Like, so don't be a slave. Don't be an algorithm slave. Literally, I mean, they want you to be hooked on that darn thing. It benefits them much more for them to tell you where to go. They don't want you to go where you want to go because you won't stay as long that way. So don't be their servant. Now, and finally, we'll talk about the listening comprehension another time. Cynthia Lummis was on Good Morning America, which or Good Morning America 3. I don't even know what the proper name is. I haven't watched Good Morning America since I was a little kid. When we used to prepare for school, it was on in the morning in the background. My mom would that was on. They'd have ABC on. It was already at work by then. He'd already left for work by then. I don't think my dad was ever there in the morning. Unless there was something weird happened, he would leave like at 6 o'clock in the morning for work every day, and we would wake up at 6:30 in the morning to go to school. Anyway, but Good Morning America would be on, and I hadn't thought about that. My dad like that for a while, man. That's going down to the vending company and everything, going down the freaking Woodlawn, people. If you're from Baltimore, you know what that is. Anyway, good memories. Good Morning America is a lame show, though. For a 14-year-old kid, it was an interesting background noise. Okay, but for right now, they are Good Morning America 3 is a news, health, and lifestyle program that also highlights incredible human stories of personal triumph. Okay, it's a bunch of noise and messiness for women that are preparing their kids for school, and the hostess in this link below is such a normie. She doesn't know anything about Bitcoin. She probably knows everything about Trump, right? But she interviews Cynthia Lummis. Cynthia Lummis got on the senator from Wyoming. The first question she asked Cynthia Lummis about Bitcoin. It's great. It's great. So maybe a few normies will wake up. I give Cynthia Lummis, she's not hiding her Bitcoin fandom, and it is one step closer to mainstream knowledge when someone in politics is talking about Bitcoin on Good Morning freaking America. So you can watch the surreal clip below. And good job, Cynthia. Cynthia Lummis keeps impressing me. Okay, I'm not a fan of politicians at all. All right, as you know, and she's not in the Senate just yet. But she is not hot. She's using it as her main gimmick, man. As her and sure, use it as your gimmick. It doesn't. I'm not a Bitcoin inquisitioner. You can use it as your Bitcoin and not fully grasp it. I mean, the woman she was talking to had no clue about it. But Cynthia Lummis, and it's good when a senator is that big of a fan. She's a big fan. Anyway, I'm a big fan. Does anybody remember that advertisement from childhood? All right, pound that like button. We got a question here. Do you think these anchors act clueless on purpose, or do you think they generally don't know? That chick seemed like she knows, but was playing. No, she doesn't know. No, a woman like that, a pretty face like that on TV has no clue about Bitcoin. She doesn't need to know about Bitcoin. Her husband probably takes care of all the financial stuff for her. She uses her look. She cares about her looks. She's got to know about her looks. That's her moneymaker. Okay, she doesn't know about true moneymakers. A woman like an anchor woman like that, she's got to know about what gets her to the top. Okay, and usually that involves laying down and using your looks. And so she has no need to know about any she probably has no idea about any financial products. I mean, from real estate to gold to banks. No, her husband probably takes care of all that, or whatever, her boyfriend, her financial manager, etc. All right, so pound that like button. I'm Adam. Subscribe to the channel, like to do, check out the links below. And Anmar is a huge fan. He's here on the backup channel. Gaston is here also. Wow, I didn't expect to see those dudes here. That's good. But guys, make sure you keep on checking out this backup and the main channel, as I'm sure all of you do. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Have fun. Bye-bye.